Greetings and salutations! Look what I've got. I've got one of these fancy spy glasses here. And the reason why I got my hands on that is that I managed to find a few geodes. See, I already gathered a lot of the calcite from these. I think this is my new favorite block. It just looks really good. I haven't really built anything from it yet, but I am planning to do that. I just need to come up with a nice build where they would fit into, and then we are definitely gonna use this block. On top of that, this is almost instant mine when you're using like silky, you know, this like a netherite efficiency 5 axe. So it's really great. But of course, the interesting part about the geodes is also the amethyst. So these blocks, you cannot really use them for anything interesting except for they are decorative. And I imagine that they also go together with the note block. But it's the amethyst shards that are the interesting ones. So while I was out exploring, I found a total of 3 geodes. And the first one I simply just decimated, and that is probably where I got most of these from. And I realized that you shouldn't do that, at least not if you want to harvest these amethyst shards here, because they grow on these. Let's see what they're called actually. I called them buds, but I think that's not the budding amethyst. That's what they're called. And from these, you can see there's kind of this X on it, compared to the other ones. I don't have any samples here, but the other ones don't really have this X on it. But from these, they grow, and they grow fairly slow. But if you use a Fortune 3 pickaxe, you can actually get up to 16 shards per bot. So let's see. I think this one must be ready. Let's just quickly change to my netherite pickaxe here. See, yeah, we got 16 right there. Awesome. And we can grab this one as well. It's about being really careful, because these budding amethysts there, they break really easily. And that's also why I am planning to maybe get a weaker pickaxe in here with Fortune 3 on it, just to harvest these. Because eventually, I know myself, I'm clumsy enough, I will end up breaking these blocks by accident. Let's just grab this one here as well, just to grab a few more. Anyways, I just wanted to show the geode. So that's the one here, and actually notice here that it's underwater, and this is not some fancy stuff that I made. This is how it spawned. There was no water in here, but it's open. Basically, when these geodes spawn, there's most of them will spawn like cracked like this with an opening, and this one spawned like this. And it's quite nice because it's easily accessible. Although I came from below when I found it because I was mining around. But this is easily accessible. And the good part is that this... Let me just go out here. I suck at flying. Let's try again. There we go. This is extremely close to what we call our shopping district right over here. So I have shown this shortly in one of the earlier episodes. This is my alchemy store, and it's just out here. So I was actually considering either to turn that into like a small artificial island, and maybe then build some kind of amethyst store out here. So this is really neat, and it's now I lost track of where it was. Oh, there was also like a broken portal, I noticed. Let me just get up again. It should be, see, here it is. Yes. It should be fairly easy to find. And the cool part about this one is also that I found another one fairly close by. And let me just see, I connected these. I'm just trying to figure out where I connected them. Where did I put that? Oh, see, here it is. Hidden right behind here. So we go down here, and then we travel all the way through this tunnel here. And we can then turn the corner over here, if I recall correctly. And see, here we have another one. Also notice that I put a lot of these sea lanterns around, and also scaffolding in the middle here, just to get around. And I guess there must be some easy way to do this, so you can harvest these more quickly if you kind of want to be more efficient. I'm guessing maybe transport yourself around with water or something. I don't know. But I think this is okay, and I kind of like to have these floating around, these... sea lanterns. Also because I would really hate for a creeper to spawn in here, because if a creeper blows anything up, you cannot replace these. So these budding amethysts, they cannot be replaced. And since these two are fairly close by, I would really hate that if they got broken. That would really suck. Because I believe, without knowing of course, but I believe that it's fairly rare to find like geodes fairly close to each other. Maybe they do spawn close enough to each other, but finding them is then like the hard part, I guess. Anyways, this was quite a long intro. I just wanted to show that I found this, and let's go back to the storage room, because the whole reason for us being there was to grab some glass, because, let me just see, I've got all of it now, to build tinted glass. And we can do that now with the amethyst bud. So we take a stack of these and put some of these around here. Is it all the way around? Let me see. Yes. And you spend 4 shards and a glass, and you get 2 tinted glass back. So let's just grab 32 of them. And I think I want a few more. So let's grab these. There we go. And let's go and put them to good use. So here we are at the creeper farm. And if you remember, basically the creepers fall down from up there, land here in these blue fireplaces here, and they burn and die. And I thought that I wanted to replace this glass here with tinted glass. So, and of course, if you look closely, you can see that it goes up all the way around, but you cannot really access it all the way around. But stupid as my brain is, I of course want it all replaced, so we have to do it the dangerous way. Which means that we are now gonna dig a hole up there, remove all the glass, and replace it with tinted glass. And I guess there's a good chance that a creeper will drop down and blow up. But let's hope it won't happen. I've been standing here for a short while to see if anything is dropping down, and I think I can hear something take fall damage up there, so there might be something popping down fairly soon. But let's just start to prepare to go up there at least. Let's just use dirt so we can easily see what we want to remove afterwards again. And also I've learned, don't build next to these because they'll just pop right off. So let's do like this and like, okay, like that. And I would need to remove that one, I guess. This one. Okay, so I think I will just go around here. Moving these. Maybe close off behind me here. That's really stupid though, there will be no means of escape for me. So, risking it all. I think this is stupid. Oh, with my luck, there'll probably be a creeper dropping down any moment now. I think I'll just do like this. Quickly pop these up here. And we are in a safe spot again for a while. It seems I'm quite lucky. I could have sworn I heard something take fall damage up there. But maybe it died up there already. That's a bit weird though. Oh, there's another level of blocks up here. Oh, I missed that. Let's do like this then. Am I using the right one? Yes, I am. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, I can hear a zombie. Woo! Scheiße. Oh, that scared me. Oh, damn. If that has been a creeper, we would have been screwed by now. So, yeah, this is probably the stupidest thing I've done for quite a while. And I've done some really stupid things. Yeah, this looks quite good. I was a bit concerned that it would look too dark, but I actually think this looks pretty good. You can still see the flame in there, and now no light is being let in there either. It's I guess, how a mob farm should be. You don't want any light in there. Yeah, that's quite satisfying. I like that. So now that we got all that tinted glass stuff out of the way, let's focus on what we really want to do in this episode, which is the gas station. So as I've already mentioned on numerous occasions in other episodes, we have the creeper farm here giving us gunpowder, we have the sugarcane farm here giving us paper, and I want these things transported all the way over here. And then the plan is that I will somehow have some dispensers or something here at least where I can go and grab my rockets, because basically rockets is my gas. And maybe also put a price tag on it if other people in the server wants to buy. So basically making this into a little profitable endeavor, if I'm lucky. Before we do that, look at this. This place has gotten greener. And all thanks to that I managed to find one mossy block in a shipwreck. And well, once you have moss, it's really easy to spread. You just put some bone meal on it and it spreads like wildfire. So I decided to do that to make things here greener. And also you get these azalea bushes, both the blooming ones and non-blooming ones. And I think this is really nice. It adds a lot of color to this otherwise dull badlands here. And I like these bushes as well. They are really great. So I figured that maybe we should just add a tad more green to this area here. So over here, this is like the best green we've had so far. And it's not that good, I guess. So this is the birch trees, right? And these are some of the only leaves, except for also I think the pine trees, that do not really turn gray in the Badlands here. So that's why I've been using them for now. But now that we have the option to use the moss blocks, we can add even more green. And I have some of those inside this box right here. And here's a moss block, or a few moss blocks. So let's grab that. And let me just, I forgot some bones. Let me just quickly grab some bone and I will be right back. So first I want to remove all this because although it really does spread like wildfire, it will not spread into tiles where there's also already something growing on top. So also we want to replace, let's go like this, just one block with moss. And then we just knock ourselves out with bone meal. I tend to remove all this grass here because it still has this dull badlands color here and I don't really want that. And these I'll just remove as well. Oops. Should not put the bone meal on the grass. I should put it on the moss. There we go. And see, sometimes you also get this moss carpet here, which are really great for hiding light sources below. And I think we might add a single light source in here as well, just to keep this place even better lit. So maybe I'll do that at some point. I don't think I have any lights on me right now, but I'll do that at a later time then. See, already now it's way greener. And then we can pop these back in. If I can remember the pattern, I guess it's the same pattern as I had over here. Let's see, just a row of these and a couple of these. Okay, so let's do that. So a row of these and a couple of these. There we go. I guess now that makes, we could put like one of these flowering azalea bushes, maybe one here. No, that looks weird. Maybe one here. Yeah. Yeah, so I really like these, right? But I also have a tendency to overuse new stuff, and I'm trying not to do that. But let's just pop one in because they do look good. And voila. Yeah, it seems like we are missing one of these tulips here, but that's how it was when I got here. So let's just leave it like that. And maybe we should put another one of these flowering bushes up here as well. Okay. Now, let's focus on the gas station. So here we are inside the sugarcane building. The sugarcane farm is right up here. And the idea is to have the sugarcane drop all the way down here. And then in the walls, maybe we could have the pipes going. Let me just show what I mean. So the problem is right now that the tunnel is only 3 by 3, and that'll work okay if I want to have just one pipe running here. It'll probably take up a block or two in the width. But once we come over here, the pipe from the creeper farm with the gunpowder will join in here, and then 3x3 isn't really enough. So instead I was thinking that we could put the water, you know, the pipe into the wall. So basically too deep here, the water will be flowing with the sugar cane, and then there will be glass in front here. The problem with that currently is that this tunnel is a bit too close to the staircase that goes down to the nether portal, as you can see there. So before I can start doing this, I would need to move this tunnel a few blocks in this direction here. And also, when that is done, I would need to dig the tunnel all the way down to the gas station. So with the help of a bit of magic, we will have that done in an instant. And an instant later, I moved the tunnel a bit to the left and I dug all the way down to the gas station. I had to lower the tunnel a bit here because we were really close to the, you can see the sidewalk up there, and further down we actually go just right below the main road. And that wasn't really a big problem, but aesthetically I would like to have like some kind of ceiling down here as well, and not just whatever is up there. So I went down a few blocks to give us a bit more room, so to speak. So now it's on to the piping. I will re-establish this wall somewhat and put the pipe in. And I haven't really decided yet what to use as a background for the piping. What kind of color to use. Maybe I'll just use white concrete. I'll have to experiment a bit to see what it looks like. But yeah, I guess we'll see in a short moment, because I'll just experiment a bit and do the piping here and do the piping here, and I'll be back. I'll wait with doing the part down here until after that, just to see how it looks. So finally I'm done. For you this was only a blink of an eye, but for me I actually spent the better part of a day getting this done. I did go ahead and finish most of it, as cutting back and forth between halfway done with stuff didn't really seem necessary. So this is the tunnel. It's not, as you can see at the end, it's not really done, but you can already see that it is working. So the sugarcane farm is connected to this pipe here, and the gunpowder farm connected to this one here. So the gunpowder farm doesn't really work as fast as the sugarcane farm, as the spawn rates aren't that good unless you're on top of the farm. But once in a while something comes through here as well. But if we go down to the end of this long tunnel here. So right now these barrels here are just temporary storage that I created for storing rockets down here, because I will show you in a moment what the idea for this is. But here is the crafting area. It's quite subtle, except for maybe this glaring crafting table in the floor. But basically, here's the sugarcane and here's the gunpowder. So the idea is that you grab a couple of sugarcane, turn them into a bit of paper, grab some gunpowder, and then you just craft your rockets like this. Yeah, we didn't have room for that, but let's leave that there. So now we have quite a few rockets. So these holes here, these pipes, if you will, actually leads up to some of the gas stations on top. I have not connected all of them because this took a lot of time. We can have a look at the redstone in a moment. It's I'm not really that good at redstone. I know the basics, I can do some stuff, but yeah, I'll show you. It's a bit messy, but let's first, the idea is that you just throw a couple of these into these pipes here, and we can throw a couple into this pipe over here as well. Just leave some. Oh well, I forgot to leave some for myself. We got that here. Let's just grab a few more from one of these. Okay, so now these have been put into the system and are now being sent up top. So let's go up top. So to get out, we need to go all the way back here. We could dig through the ceiling, but I'd hate to do that because there's a chance we'll hit the redstone, and as I said, it's a bit messy. Also, this room here I changed up a little bit. So the farm now goes directly down here and into the piping system, and then I just kind of enclosed this inside a room. So if you have any ideas what we could use this fancy room here for, or how we should decorate it, let me know, because basically I have no idea right now. This building was just for the sugarcane farm, but this just feels weird. Right now I'm just storing different kinds of terracotta here, and I will probably at some point move that into my sorting system as well. So let's just quickly go and grab a bit of shut-eye, because I would hate to blow stuff up, especially the redstone, while it's nighttime here. So here we go. Let's just make sure there's no bad guys around here. There's a lot of creepers around here, so let's just clean it up real quick. Make sure we don't get attacked from behind. So let's just make sure there's no creepers around, because I guess those are the worst. I'll just quickly have a look up on the roof, but I think it was clear. Everything looks clear. Okay. So notice that there's these 4 pillars here with 2 gas stations on each place, but I only so far connected 1 up, and that's because it took me quite a bit of time. Let me just kill that one off as well. But as you can see here, there's already a bit of rockets in here. Let's see if I think the stuff we put in has already been fully filled up here, but it definitely works. So let's just see if we can take a look under the hood. If I recall, we can go in safely from here. So as I said, this is quite a mess. I think the hard part is always getting stuff to move upwards if you don't have to use water. So you can see the bubbly part over there is actually where one of the pipes got in, right? We put our stuff in here, it goes all the way here into these hoppers. And then these dispensers, or well, not dispensers, what you call it, the droppers. They flow it up all the way up here, and on top of these we have the shulker boxes, as you saw up top. And this is the entire system. So basically the moment something comes in here, you can see the entire system goes blinky blinky blinky, and it flows it up. And the hard part for this was that I have 2 shulker boxes up here, so I needed 2 systems to populate it from. Yeah, so this kind of clock frequency usually doesn't take up much space, but because I had to separate them and I had to be careful about not messing, have room for the water flow and everything, it took up quite a bit more space. Additionally, remember there's 4 of these shulker boxes up there, so I actually have 2 of these systems. One here, and let's see, can we see the other one? Yeah, the other one is here, right? So there's the other one here. And I had to have had room for all the redstone. The other redstone part goes up here. And that's also why I had to go a bit lower here, as to not have these torches affect what was going on up there. So yeah, basically I spent a lot of time getting this in place, but now it works. So I consider that a success, although it took much more time than I had anticipated. And that was only for one of these systems. I still need to get it done for this, and this. Which also means that there will be, at, what were that, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 6 additional holes down in the walls, you know, the pipes to put them in. Because these 2 are covered from one pipe, and these 2 are covered from another pipe. So yeah, but basically it's done. If we just quickly warp down, so back here it's still not complete. As I said, we still need to make a few more pipes or holes, whatever you want to call them. So here we fill 2 of them, here we fill the other 2, and we still need 6 additional ones spread around here. And I will probably take these barrels down at some point. For now it's just because initially I just started crafting and filled them up, and I also had to move the rockets that we already had. And it just, I don't know, barrels felt like, you know, you put gunpowder in a barrel, so it kind of just felt like the right choice, but doesn't really matter. But as you can see, I'm not completely done yet. I need to get myself a bit more quartz. I'm basically running low, but I have some villages that I can buy some more from, but tinnies is all You know, as she's working on the hotel right now, she's also spending a lot of quartz. It seems we both really like using quartz, so we spend a lot of that. But for this video, I am done for now. I will get this done off camera, and I think I will also get these other pipes done off camera as well, because now you kind of see how it works, and eventually I will get the others done. For now, I am quite done with this. It took, as I said, too much time, and I'm not really in the mood to continue on that now. So here we are back on my trusty helipad, the absolute safest place in the entire city of Project Vegas, at least as long as there's no phantoms about. And I'm just about to end the video. I just wanted to have a quick look here at nighttime. Let's see, this gas station should be over here. And as you can see, well, there's not too much there right now. Oh yeah, maybe we should use the spyglass so we can zoom. Let's just grab that fella there. Let's up back in here. Yeah, I love this thing, and also the sound. It's just great. Anyways, as you can see, this is basically a mob farm. The roof of this gas station had. Jeannie's kind of mentioned that she can easily see them whenever she's building inside the hotel here. Can we even see her right now? No, I guess not. No, not right now. Anyways, so this is a mob farm, right? So although the technical part has been maybe not complete, oh, you can also see that because we're so far away, the shulker boxes count as entities and not blocks, right? So they haven't been loaded in. So that's quite interesting. You can actually see the droppers here. But once we're closer, of course, we can see the shulker boxes in place. But this needs to be changed and made more safe, because we can't have mobs dropping down, especially not at a gas station, right? You need to be safe and go grab your gas without being disturbed. So in the next episode, we will be finishing the aesthetic part of the gas station. I think there'll be like a kiosk or store either here or there, or maybe both. At least there'll be some buildings surrounding it here. Like trying to put it in the same style as we can't really see it here, but this green and white color palette that I kind of started, I think I'll try to stick to that for the most part while building this store. Maybe I'll make a few parking spots as well, although parking spots kind of seem to be a thing I do quite a lot. But I guess it will maybe just fit a bit to have at least a few near a gas station, but let's see how it evolves. So yeah, for the next episode, we'll still focus on the gas station, but less on the technical part and more on the aesthetic part. Anyways, I guess that was it for this episode. So thank you so much for watching, pun intended. And don't forget to hit the like button somewhere down there, and also the subscribe button if you haven't already. Or even the dislike, and maybe a comment then of why you dislike this and what I should do better. You're also welcome to tell me what I'm doing right, of course. I like criticism, I can use it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and you'll see me in the next video. Bye!